Wait, did Claressa Shields really lose her composure? Or is this just another case of the internet running wild with a narrative it created itself? Right now, social media is in full meltdown mode after rumors began circulating that she had a strong emotional reaction tied to Papoose. And somehow, right in the middle of all this chaos, Remy Ma has once again found herself pulled back into the spotlight. Let's slow things down for a second and get one thing clear. There are no confirmed reports, no verified clips, and no direct quotes that prove anything actually happened. Yet that hasn't stopped the internet from building a full-blown story out of fragments, assumptions, and vibes. That's how quickly speculation can spiral, especially when recognizable names and emotional undertones are involved. The buzz seems to have started when a few social media users claimed that Claressa Shields showed signs of frustration or intensity during a recent appearance. No one can point to a specific moment with solid proof, but that didn't matter. Once a handful of people suggested her tone shifted or her energy felt off, others began to echo the same sentiment. Suddenly, a narrative began forming. And then one word started trending alongside her name: betrayed. That word alone carries serious emotional weight. It suggests something personal, something deeper than just a casual misunderstanding. Even though there's no evidence that Shields herself ever used that word, the internet latched onto it instantly. Once that happened, the story evolved from a possible reaction into a full emotional storyline, one that people felt compelled to analyze, interpret, and expand on. That's where Papoose enters the picture more prominently. His connection to both Claressa Shields and Remy Ma made him the perfect link in what people began to see as a triangle of drama. Questions started flying everywhere. What did he do? Was something happening behind the scenes? Was there a moment the public missed? These questions didn't come out of nowhere. They're fueled by years of public history, relationships, and the kind of speculation that follows celebrities everywhere. When you add Remy Ma into the equation, things become even more layered. For years, she and Papoose were seen as one of hip-hop's most solid couples, a symbol of loyalty and resilience. That image still lingers in people's minds. But over time, fans began noticing subtle changes. Fewer public appearances together, less visible interaction online. Nothing dramatic or scandalous, just small shifts that, on their own, wouldn't mean much. People grow, relationships evolve, and privacy becomes more important. But when those subtle changes collide with fresh rumors, suddenly they seem much bigger than they actually are. And that's exactly what happened here. Right as the chatter about Claressa Shields' alleged reaction began gaining traction, another rumor started circulating, this time about Remy Ma possibly being pregnant. Again, no confirmation, no statements, just speculation moving at lightning speed across social platforms. But timing is everything. With both stories trending at the same time, the internet didn't treat them as separate events. Instead, people began connecting them into one overarching narrative: an alleged emotional reaction, a rumored pregnancy, and one shared connection through Papoose. To many, it felt too perfectly aligned to be a coincidence. Once that perception took hold, things escalated quickly. Old videos started resurfacing. Past interviews were clipped and reanalyzed. Even casual moments that once seemed insignificant were suddenly viewed as clues. People began piecing together timelines, searching for hidden meanings, and drawing conclusions based on interpretation rather than evidence. That's the tricky part about viral speculation. Once people start looking for patterns, they'll find them, whether they exist or not. At the center of it all is Claressa Shields and her supposed reaction. Some viewers claim they noticed a shift in her demeanor during a recent appearance. Not anything dramatic or undeniable, just a pause here, a change in tone there. Others insist she seemed more serious than usual, maybe even guarded. But here's the reality: none of that is confirmed. These are observations filtered through personal interpretation. And when those interpretations are shared widely enough, they begin to feel like facts, even when they aren't. Emotion plays a huge role in this. When people believe they're witnessing a genuine, unscripted moment, it makes the story more compelling. It feels real. And once something feels real, many stop questioning whether it actually is. As the narrative grows, it begins to affect how all three individuals are perceived. Claressa Shields is now being analyzed as if her emotional state has been confirmed. Papoose is being placed at the center of a situation that may not even exist. Remy Ma is being pulled into speculation that hasn't been addressed. That's a heavy burden for a story built entirely on unverified claims. Still, the internet doesn't slow down for lack of proof. If anything, the absence of clear answers makes people even more curious. Some are convinced there must be truth behind the rumors. They argue that the timing is too precise and the reactions too telling. Others remain skeptical. They point out the obvious gaps. Where's the evidence? Where are the statements? Has anyone directly involved confirmed anything at all? These are valid questions, and right now, there are no solid answers. But in the world of viral content, attention often matters more than accuracy. Every comment, every repost, every theory adds fuel to the fire. Algorithms amplify engagement, pushing the story to more people who then add their own interpretations. Before long, what started as a vague rumor becomes a widely discussed narrative. And it all happened incredibly fast. Within days, a supposed reaction, a pregnancy rumor, and a shared connection turned into what feels like a complete storyline. No verified timeline. No concrete details. Just momentum. That raises an important question. Are we witnessing something real unfold, or are we watching the internet construct a story in real time? At this point, speculation itself has become the main event. People are dissecting every detail, from body language to word choice, searching for confirmation of something that may not even exist. Silence from those involved only adds to the intrigue. Some see it as suspicious. Others see it as normal. After all, not every rumor deserves a response. But silence leaves room for interpretation, and interpretation fuels more speculation. So now, everyone is watching and waiting. Waiting for a statement. Waiting for a post. Waiting for anything that either confirms or shuts down the entire narrative. That moment could change everything instantly. A denial could shift the focus to how quickly misinformation spreads. A confirmation, even partial, could validate weeks of speculation. Or nothing could happen at all, allowing the story to continue evolving on its own. That's the nature of viral rumors. They don't need proof to survive, just attention. And right now, this story has plenty of it. It also highlights how quickly perception can shift. Normal behavior starts to look suspicious. Neutral expressions get interpreted as emotional signals. Unrelated events become part of a larger narrative. And once people form opinions based on those perceptions, they're hard to change, even if new information emerges. So what happens next? There are a few possibilities. Someone involved could address the rumors directly, bringing clarity to the situation. Or they could stay silent, allowing the speculation to continue until it eventually fades, or evolves into something even bigger. Either way, the spotlight isn't going anywhere anytime soon. At its core, this entire situation shows how powerful a combination of emotion, familiarity, and mystery can be. When well-known figures are involved and just enough uncertainty exists, the internet fills in the gaps, often with stories that feel real, even when they aren't. And right now, that's exactly what's happening. No confirmaciones. No clear answers. Just a rapidly growing narrative fueled by curiosity and interpretation. So the big question remains, did Claressa Shields actually feel betrayed? Or is social media reading too much into a situation that hasn't been proven? And beyond that, are these events truly connected? Or is it all just perfectly timed coincidence? Until someone speaks out, the theories will keep building, the attention will keep rising, and the story will continue unfolding in real time.